finding ways to win at the Montana's Brier. It's just what you do at this point, right?
That was our best team game of the week. It really was. It was nice to see the team Jacobs that we know show up today and play a great game. We were really in control of that game. Excuse me, right from the beginning, and it feels nice to get the win.
Sure looked like it, right? I mean, it was force, blank, deuce.
Yep.
You're off to the races, and then textbook from there on out.
Yeah, Brad made a lot of really great shots in that game to keep them in it, early, and it was just nice to put a full team game together. It's been a little while. We haven't done that here yet this week, so we did it at the right time, that's for sure.
Brad, you've had an incredible year, gold at the Olympics. Now being here, watching one of your colleagues about to retire and experience this energy with a win, what does that mean in terms of your career and where you are right now?
Well, I think it was fitting that if they were going to lose, I think it was fitting that they lost to us. I really do, just because there's so much history there. The Battle of the Brads has been a thing for like 15, 20 years. So if anyone was gonna end it for their week, I like that it was us. And right now, like you said, we're on quite the roll. We're on a dream roll as a team. And when we put it all together like we did today, we're a really tough team to beat, and we did. So at least they can go out knowing that, and Brad can go out knowing that they were up against a tough competitor today. We had our best game of the week.
How much has he pushed you in your career?
Yeah, he's been a guy that we've been chasing for a long time. He's raised the bar in curling. I've said that many times. Every year it seemed like they would come out. As he got older, he continued to get better, and I think that's something that I respect. I've respected more than anything. And at the same time, as I get older, it's something that I can look to and understand that if I continue to do the things that he did and push myself, that I too can get better as I get older. So, he set a great example for all of us, and just trying to win as much as we can and catch up.
You said last night that you were tired. You didn't know if you had it in you.
Yeah.
Tell me about it today.
Yeah, I was really tired yesterday. Yesterday was a real tough day, but I got a solid 8.5 hours of sleep, and I think I'm getting over this sinus infection. So it came out with really good energy today. There's absolutely no excuses, and that was the most engaged and immersed in a curling game I've been all week. And I think that's why we made so many shots. It's a reason why we made so many shots and won today.
And you were in this position last year.
Yeah.
You know what it takes on the final day.
Yeah, we do.
Excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, we are. We're sticking around for another day here, and there's a couple teams left that if they want to wear Team Canada, they're going to have to earn it. And that's a good feeling. We'll just hopefully get a good rest tonight. And one thing I do know is if you can go through this way and continue to curl and continue to feel better and better on the ice surface throughout the playoffs, it can help you win this spiel. So you never know.
I know it's a lot to sum up your emotions right now.
Yeah. Sum them up, I don't know. Disappointed, and I felt like I didn't have my best today, and obviously left some shots on the table, and when you're doing that against the Olympic gold medalists, usually turns out that way. So I'm disappointed that I didn't play better for the team. So it sucks to play like that in a game that means so much, and everything else that's happened since.
What a week you've given these fans, though, Mark. A career, actually, but this week in particular, how special was it?
It was awesome. This whole event has been absolutely amazing. The energy in the building, the fans, it's so special to get to play at home. We don't get to do it very often, and we had a lot of momentum going into the playoffs, and we just kind of ran out of steam at the end. But the fans were pulling for us right till the very end, and I'm going to remember this for a long time.
Brad said some really nice things about you out there. I know what you meant, and I guess how did that make you feel?
It's we've had quite the relationship over the course of our careers. He did beg me to move down to go to university here because I had some other options that I was at a high school, and I don't regret any of the decisions I've made, and I'm not sure we ever could have imagined the things we could have or we did accomplish over our careers, but we both pushed each other to just get better and better and better, and we've continued to do that through our entire careers. I think that's what makes good teammates, and I'm gonna miss it.
Has this province grown on you over the past number of years?
This province? I've always loved Newfoundland and Labrador. I don't know, the reception we get now over the course of our career is just unbelievable. I don't think, like Brad said out there, we're literal rock stars as we walk around here, and we don't take that for granted. I think we appreciate the fans and the amount of support we get. And there's no team. I'd be hard to press to find a team that has any more support than what we've had over the last 20, 25 years.
We just interviewed Brad Jacobs, and he said, look, if this were going to happen, your team losing today, we're glad it was us, recognizing that career, that legacy you just talked about. What's your response to that?
It was going to end at some point. Who it's against, to me, we lost and we're done. And they're a great team. They're our Olympic champions. They represented our country at the Olympics, and they represented us well. We beat them in the round robin. And it's hard to beat them twice. That's the way sport goes. You try to beat the best over and over again. It's really hard to do.
What are you going to, obviously you're going to miss a lot about playing with Brad. Can you list off many of the things you're going to miss?
Can I list off? Oh man, that's hard to say right now. I'm going to miss, the early morning practices, the just drive to continue to get better. I think that's what we do the best. I've said it before, and you surround yourself with people who want to make themselves better, and they make you better. And I think we've gone hand to hand trying to done that with each other.
Brad, one last time for the Montana's Brier. I know we said what are the emotions like, but now that you're facing it, how do you feel?
You know what? I'm thankful for the amount of appreciation, love that I was showed. I think that was special to me. That's a memory I'll have for the rest of my life. Obviously, the disappointment of a loss and being knocked out still hits hard, but to see that sort of love, I'm not sure how to describe it. That's pretty amazing. I feel very fortunate, and I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss it, but I'm also excited about what's to come. So a lot of emotions.
A bit last night about trying to fight off that feeling or those thoughts of okay, this could be it. Did that creep in at all? Or did it creep in today? At what point?
Yeah, I did a better job today. I had two moments. Obviously, when he made that shot for 3 and 6, it was like, oh, it's an uphill battle, and the likelihood is this is going to be the last one. I thought we fought hard, and I was able to sink those thoughts. And then in the 10th end, when Ben made those 2 perfect draws, I was like, this doesn't look good for a steal opportunity. And the thoughts crept back and probably overthrew my first one because of that. I think there was a little bit of emotion and adrenaline there, but made a great shot on my last one and forced him to make a good one, and he did. So it's a tough game. It's a tough thought process. I haven't experienced it before, and maybe I'll think about if I did a good job or not, but I'd much rather just be focused and in the zone, but there was a lot of thoughts going through my mind.
Is there any solace is that you bowed out to the Olympic champions, and it's tough to beat them?
Maybe. I don't know. It sucks to lose no matter who it's to. At the end of the day, they're a really good team. They have a good chance of winning, and let's be honest, we are not the best team in the country anymore. We were for a long time, but certainly we haven't played like that over the last year and a half, 2 years, and Brad has, and he showed that tonight. They didn't give us really a sniff in that game. We never had a chance for an extra point out there, or at least it felt that way. So they performed really well. They played great. I think they're going to be tough to beat going forward if they continue with that kind of mojo that they had in that game.
What are you going to remember the most about this particular Brier, do you think?
Well, I think that ovation is going to be something that sticks with me. I think Monday night when they honored my daughter's team and after winning, and then Wednesday night my youngest daughter was a future star. Like those were the highlights for me. I was hoping it would be me on the podium on Sunday, on top of the podium. But those were really special to me. Like I was full of pride both of those nights, and you know what? We went 9-2. We played good this week. We went 9-2. We went 9-2 9 years ago when we won. We went 9-2 this year, and we're out in 4th place. So it's just the nature of it. We didn't win the right ones, and you know, it's okay for me to be disappointed for a day or two, but at the end of the day, I think we performed pretty well.
Brad, when you look at the energy in that room, Newfoundland and Labrador, I don't know if they've ever collectively loved someone like they love you. And I'm talking about the Nans and Pops of rural Newfoundland. I'm talking about the Newfoundlanders who live abroad. You have something to carry there. Everyone's silent, watching your moves, watching your face. How does that make you feel?
Grateful. My wife says it to me all the time because she sees it from the outside. You know, I'm in the bubble, so I don't experience it as much. But yeah, I'm grateful that people love and support our team as much as they have over the years, and it's made it fun for us in the last couple of years as we've gotten older, and you're spending more time away from your kids. But then you go to an event and you hear the cheers and the roars and how excited people are to meet you and watch you. It makes you feel pretty good. And
I heard reporters say earlier this week, just chatting in the press room, Brad Gushue's the story. There's a lot of great curling here this week, but you're the story. What's that like?
I would disagree with him. I think this is a curling story, and the way this province and this community has supported the game in general, I think is special. We did it 9 years ago. We're doing it again now, and I'm confident when 5, 6, 7 years, whenever a Brier or Scotties or Worlds comes back, we're going to do it again. So the story is bigger than me. You know, our team put on a good performance this week, and people weren't just cheering me; they were cheering all of us.
Was that your last competitive rock? Like no mixed doubles with your daughter? Like do you think you?
No. I've said I'll keep the door open to playing mixed doubles with my daughters. Whether that's at a competitive level, I'm not sure. But we'll see. Like they've got their own little careers going, and they probably don't want to be torn around with their dad. So I'm not sure I'm going to be welcome in that arena, but. You know, I really have no idea. It's not something I'm rushing to get into, and we'll figure that out over the summer. And yeah, if they want me, I'll play.
Brad, you've won so much throughout your career, and many people say you transcended the sport. In this province, there's a whole curling community that are in love with the sport now because of your success. How cool is it to see this building full every night, loving the sport that you love?
It's amazing. I think the interest in curling, it's way different than when I first started playing and first grew up. And I think our team and the success we had drew some people into it. I think the next step now is to make sure we can capitalize on that and get more people into the curling club that we have. And hopefully over the next couple of years we can add another club here in St. John's. I think that's a big goal and hope of mine is that we can at least grow the game that way, because it's great that people are watching, but we want them in the curling clubs.
I've talked to a lot of people this week about your legacy as you leave this game behind. What do you want to be remembered for in curling?
On the ice, I want to be remembered for a tough opponent, someone that played with the spirit of the game and was a tough opponent. And also I want to be remembered for helping grow the game, whether that's on TV or locally, if we can get more ice here for people to play on. Outside of that, it's not really my decision to determine how people are going to remember me. I don't focus on it. Hopefully they have good memories. Hopefully they don't think that I was an asshole or anything like that.
You always return phone calls to the media.
Yeah, well, listen, you guys don't have an easy job, and I tried to respond when called upon.
What are you most proud of? And there's a lot there. There's a lot there.
You probably asked me this a couple days ago, and I'd probably go back to the Olympics or the Brier Championships. But what just happened out there was pretty cool. That that many people were engaged with what our team has done over the last 10, 15, 20 years. That's really cool. Like I say it right now, minutes after it happened, but I got to imagine when I think about this over the coming weeks, it's going to fill me with a lot of pride, a lot more emotion, and it's going to be interesting. I'm a little shocked. Yeah.